Hey everybody, welcome to virtual class number 17. So today we got a 21-15-9 workout of backpack thrusters, weighted sit-ups, which we can use our backpack for, and some box jumps. Before we get to that though, our strength work, pike push-ups, where we're doing a 5x5, and then I'm going to lead you through a dynamic warm-up to start, right? Weekly challenge this week, we're going to do 10 minutes of either A, the named workout Cindy, or B, the named workout Mary. And you can email Coach Amy at amy@mountainstrength.com if you need scaling suggestions. So to find out what these workouts are, right, you can go online with your parents and you can just Google CrossFit Cindy or CrossFit Mary and you'll find the workout. All right, be back soon. All right, gang, get right into our dynamic warm up. Just follow along with me here. All right, we're gonna come down, lie down on the floor, and we're gonna go through 4 iron crosses. So bring the legs straight up, drop it over to the side, and then bring the feet back together. 2, 3, and 4. Then we're gonna come over on our hands and knees. Plank position, we're gonna take our right leg, kick it forward into a pigeon pose stretch, and we're gonna hold that there for about a 5 count. And then back to a plank, bring the left foot forward, and then bring that foot back, right foot forward again, and switch one last time. Awesome. From here, we're going to go into some reach through and open. So I'm going to take my right arm, pass it through underneath as far as I can, and then I'm going to twist open towards the ceiling, and then switch directions. And then one more. And then from here, we're going to get some downward dog to cobra transitions. So come up into my downward dog stance, get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. And then from here, push my feet back, drive my chest towards the ground, and then up. Let those hips drop. And then we're going to push back into that downward dog, and then back to cobra, and then back to that downward dog. 2 more. Last one. And then from here, we're going to get 5 push-ups. And then into 5 burpees. Into 5 air squats. And into 5 sit-ups. All right, awesome job. Grab a sip of water if you need to. Be right back. All right, gang, our strength work for today is going to be a pike push-up. We're going to do a 5x5 after we go through the movement, and I'll show you some scaling options. Basically, we're going to be scaling this back into just a standard push-up if need be. All right, so pike push-up, it's going to look awful like our downward dog position that we did in our warm-up, right? So I'm going to come, find that downward dog position, right? Relax the head between the arms. Legs should be locked out, hands planted underneath it. From here, I'm just going to try and lower my head all the way to the ground and then come back up. Make it a little harder. Bring the hands a little closer to the feet. And that would be one set. You want to give yourself about 60 seconds of rest or so between sets. So we can control the difficulty of this just by controlling how high our hips in the air, how much weight we have stacked over our hands. So we just simply, to make it easier, bring it back into a kind of a wider V, right? To the point where if we need to, we can just go to a regular push-up or push-up with our knees on the ground. All right, so 5 sets, 5 reps, 60 seconds of rest between sets. All right, our workout for today is 21-15-9. We have 3 movements. We have a thruster we're going to do with our backpack or any other object that has some heft to it that you want to use. And then we're going to use a weighted sit-up. Again, we can use that same object that we did for the thruster. I'm going to use the backpack again. And then we go on to box jumps. So I'm just going to take you through each movement, show you what we're looking for, and then you can go to it, right? So for the backpack thruster, right, just make sure you're keeping it close to your chest on the squat as much as possible, right? And then extending all the way up overhead, over your head, not out in front of you at the top of the thruster. Right, so here, and make sure you're up all the way overhead. Right? So that is going to be your thruster. And for the weighted sit-up, come down to the floor, take that butterfly with your feet, right? We can hold the backpack against our chest, right? And then if you want to, if it helps you, you can put something on top of your feet. I don't know if you have a couch nearby, you can put your feet underneath the couch to help anchor yourself. Sometimes when we do weighted sit-ups, hardest part is about keeping our feet on the ground. So you have permission to weight or anchor your feet. So those are our weighted sit-ups. We come over to the box jump. Just make sure you have good ceiling height wherever you're doing this, right? 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. Make sure we're landing all the way on the box, right? Stand all the way up, step back off. Right, 21 of each movement. That's the first round, 15 of each, 9 of each, 4 time. Go to it.